Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always happy to find you here. There's the pink hair. In honor of Cancer Awareness, the month of October, I always braid in a little bit of pink in my hair. And to all the men that I've seen wearing pink ties and pink shirts, I'm we see you. We see you. We recognize and thank you for being very supportive. I always try and recognize cancer because it was just a few years ago that I realized that it's not breast. I always thought October was breast cancer awareness, but it's all cancers actually. And Susan B. Komen is um, breast cancer awareness. I believe it's on a specific date. I'm not really sure. I just do it because I want a cure for cancer like everyone else. I have known people and even relatives that's had cancer, but that's um my only intention is to just bring the awareness with everyone else. I'll put it that way, but that's not what this topic is about. It's about etiquette and mannerisms. So let's get into that. I have noticed in the workplace, many times I've noticed it in the past, but certainly hmm, since we have 5 generations in the workplace, and I've talked about that many times before, but there is a lack of just basic cordiality, I'd say, a lack of welcoming, a lack of inclusion, a lack of, now when I say inclusion, people often reference that to a a racially based inclusion. No, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm meaning, do you feel included when you're in the room, is what I mean by inclusion. A lack of what I would call general etiquette. Now, why that is, I don't know. How often I see it is too often. And I do credit or discredit, I'll put it. So it would be a discredit. The younger generations in the workplace. Now, I'm talking specifically workplace. I'm sure it's public in general. There seems to be either a discomfort or a dis-ease, meaning uneasy, not a dis-ease the way we know it, way of even speaking, and say they just walk right by you. Now, see, if you don't focus on that and you don't know any better, you find that to be rude. And then we justify that by saying, oh, they're young, that's just young people. No, that's just rude. I was raised that when you walk in a room, you are the one that should speak, even a general hello if there's many people there. Hello, everyone, kind of thing. And I often go, hello, I often do that. Hello, everyone. But nowadays, people walk in a room and they walk right past you and they go wherever they're going. I see them going to the break room. I see them going to the lunch area and not even speak to anyone there. I know that time is that person's quiet time. They're on a break, they're at lunch, they're just kind of, maybe they got to work early, or maybe they're off and they're waiting for their ride. Whatever reason they're in the break or lunch room, it's a relaxation time. And maybe they don't want to be all, chummy and talky and all that, and talkative and just chatty. But to enter the room and see people and not say hello, that's rude. That is rude. That is discourteous. I'll put it that way. A friend of mine and I had a talk. There was I believe, a post, and I may have referenced this before in the past because it stuck with me. And I made a comment that about whatever the post was, and I said, "Well, that's disrespectful." And she said, "No, it's inconsiderate." And I went, "Well, what's the difference?" And she explained the difference very well. And I got it. but I was still unable to not cross-populate the word disrespectful with inconsiderate, because in my mind, if you are disrespectful, by default, you're inconsiderate. And if you're inconsiderate, you are more than likely disrespectful. Not always, but more than likely. So to me, the two kind of braid together. It's like saying coffee creamer. Well, that's what the creamer's for. Well, creamer could be used for other things. If you're having a breakfast tea, the English put cream in their tea. But in my mind, that's what the coffee creamer. So why are you saying the word coffee creamer? It's just creamer. If you just look at the fine-tuned hairs of the word. In this case, my friend said, the person is being inconsiderate, the way she explained it to me. The person is being inconsiderate because they're doing something for themselves without taking others into consideration about the act or the outcome. So they're only thinking of themselves. I said, well, isn't that selfish? And she said, well, we're just talking about inconsiderate and disrespectful. I said, okay. Disrespectful, she said, is a person that does something dishonorable or ill will or also inconsiderate. So when you walk in a room and you don't say good morning or hello to other people, that's probably borderline disrespectful. It certainly is not cordial. So I would encourage a gentle hello, a gentle walk in the room and recognize everyone and say hello. Because maybe you can make a person's day, or maybe not. But still, I think it's just the manners. There's no training for mannerisms at the workplace. The best that you can hope to see and succeed regarding etiquette and mannerisms is that your company has a standard code of conduct, or your company has a culture, company culture, organizational culture, which would insist or at least encourage you to be mannerable and respectful and cordial and welcoming. Because after all, why not? If you've gotten this far, please click like, please click subscribe, and I'll see you on the next installment. I have part 2 to this, not just the etiquette piece, but the supervisorial piece where that comes into play. Meaning, if you have encountered a person who is not just welcoming and cordial, but is flat out rude and disrespectful and inconsiderate and unfriendly, I'll say, and it's been reported and the manager hasn't done anything about it, or maybe it's the manager themselves. We'll talk about that in the next part 2 of this. So come back and spend some time with your girl. If you've gotten this far, please click like, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your work. Make sure you speak when you walk in the room, and I love you. Bye.